This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Let's talk about the very next day after those TV tapings. It's the 25th of November, 1982. Now, I bring special attention to this show because this is the Superdome extravaganza. It's Thanksgiving night in New Orleans, and we're in the Superdome in front of 15,000 fans. The first match on the card that night is Tim Horner beating Mike Bond. The second match is Mike Sharp beating Marty Lundy. And this has got to be a footnote in your career for real. Biggest crowd you ever wrestled in front of?
Oh, God, yes, for sure.
What do you remember about going into the Superdome? And by the way, it's Thanksgiving. You're not home with grandma. You're in New Orleans, long way from Rome, Georgia, in a Superdome where you've probably seen football and a ton of other stuff for years and years on TV. And now here you are in this massive arena that, I mean, these days when they run shows there, they ride around backstage in golf carts. It's so damn big. What do you remember about this day?
Well, I'm going to tell you a horror story about after the show in just a minute, and it'll be a horror show for guys like me and you. So I'll get there in a second. This show was like my first show, even remotely. I mean, when you see the Superdome from the inside for the first time, it's take your breath.
Yeah.
Really would. It's the first time I met Tully Blanchard, and the only time I was in the building with Gino Hernandez.
Huh.
They had came over from San Antonio. You know, Bill had put, like this huge card together, and, I just met Tully just for, again, I'm just an underneath guy. It was just, hello, sir, how are you? He just said, fine, how are you? And it just kind of passed. There was no, I don't even know that there was a handshake. And Gino was probably off in a broom closet somewhere. Who knows?
Let me time out right there. Tim Horner over Mike Bond, Mike Sharp over Marty Lundy. The third match is Princess Victoria over Leilani Kai. The fourth match is Bob Roop over King Cobra. The fifth match is Mil Mascaras teaming with Chavo Guerrero to take on Tully Blanchard and Gino Hernandez. The sixth match is Mr. Wrestling number 2, who's going to beat Mr. Olympia. The seventh match is DiBiase and Matt Bourne, your Mid-South Tag Champs, and they're going to beat Terry Gordy and Buddy Roberts, the Freebirds. The eighth match is Tony Atlas beating the Mid-South Louisiana champ Jim Duggan by countout. And your main event, wouldn't you know it, it's Stagger Lee beating Ted DiBiase to win the Mid-South North American title. So they were building to this big return, and that's the main event. It draws 15,000 fans. I just wanted to give everybody the full card and run through those names so you could hear them again. And now I'm going to tag you back in. My apologies for cutting you off.
No, cut me off anytime you want. That's a pretty good card.
It's a great card.
Yeah, it really is. And, they had it curtained off to where you didn't have a bunch of empty seats. I mean, they had it that 15,000 people looked probably like 30. And they were loud, and it was incredible. It was just one of those shows that from start to finish, even though they knew the first couple of matches that you weren't a star, they still were there for the big show. They were excited, and the audience were some of the featured stars of the night because, man, when a building like that, the acoustics, when it bangs off that ceiling, it's so loud and it's so deafening, and it's just something you've never experienced before. And it was incredible. And it was probably my biggest payoff there. I want to say maybe $500.
Well,
which was a lot of money to me because that's usually what I made a week.
Right.
But this was one of those special shows and special deals. If Bill turned in 15,000 people, there were probably 22. And Bill's socks got a lot fatter as the night went on, probably stuffing those 20s and 50s in there. I got to figure.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.